Welcome to my channel, Learn and Speak English. How to learn English, the place where silence becomes your teacher. Have you ever asked yourself, how can I speak English better if I have no one to talk to? You're not alone. Many learners are stuck in silence, not because they don't want to speak, but because they don't know how to practice alone. But what if I told you the most powerful English speaker you can talk to right now is you? In this video, I'll show you how to turn your quiet room into a language classroom, how to boost your fluency without waiting for a partner, and how speaking English alone can feel natural, easy, and powerful. Comment below. Do you also feel like you can improve your speaking without a partner? Let's talk now. Let's begin this journey of confidence, clarity, and fluency. Chapter Yedlin. Leave us alone, but I didn't stay silent. Hello everyone, and welcome back to How to Learn English. I'm so happy you're here because today's video is not just a lesson. It's a message from one learner to another. A message that says you don't need a classroom. You don't need a perfect accent. You don't need to wait for someone to practice with. You can start speaking English right now, right where you are, even if you are all alone. Yes, even if it's just you, your voice, and four walls, you can speak, and you should speak, because every word you say to yourself is one step closer to the confident speaker you dream of becoming. I remember the first time I tried to speak English alone. It was a quiet evening. The sun was going down. I was in my room, my English notebook open in front of me, full of new words and perfect grammar rules. But I still couldn't speak. Not one sentence. I was afraid of making mistakes, afraid of sounding silly, afraid that I didn't know enough. And worst of all, I felt like I had no one to talk to, no partner, no teacher. No conversation, just silence. And that silence felt so heavy. Have you ever felt like that? Sitting there with so many thoughts, but no voice? If you have, I understand you. I was you. But something small happened that changed everything. I looked at the glass of water on my table, and I said quietly in English, "This is my water." Just that. One sentence, and it felt strange, but it also felt powerful because for the first time I heard my own voice in English, and it wasn't perfect, but it was mine. That one sentence gave me permission to say another. I am drinking it now, then another. It is cold. And suddenly I was speaking, not to anyone, just to myself. But I was speaking, and I didn't stop after that day. That is why I want to tell you this. The biggest mistake most learners make is thinking they must wait to speak English, wait for a partner, wait to be ready, wait until they know more. But the truth is, the wait never ends unless you end it. Your fluency does not live in a classroom. It does not start with someone else's permission. It starts with your own voice. You don't need to wait to speak English. You just need to start alone today. Now let's talk about how the first step is simple, but it's life-changing. Talk to yourself. Yes, really. Talking to yourself is not strange. It's smart, it's powerful, and it works. Every successful speaker, actor, teacher, presenter, leader, they all practice by speaking out loud when they're alone. They use their own voice to train their mouth, their brain, and their confidence. And you can do that too, right now. Let's say you're in your room. Look around you. What do you see? Say it in English. This is my bed. The pillow is soft. I see my phone. The fan is moving. You don't need to make a perfect sentence. You don't need to use hard words. Just speak what you see. Just describe your world. That's it. Because English is not only for exams, it's for life. So, use it to talk about your real life and your room is the best place to begin. You can also talk about what you're doing. For example, when you're cooking, say, I cut the onion. I put oil in the pan. It smells good. When you're cleaning, say I'm wiping the table. The cloth is dirty. I need water. Every action is a chance to speak. Don't wait for someone to ask you a question. Ask yourself. Answer yourself. What am I doing now? I am folding clothes. Speak as you live. That's how English becomes part of you. And if you don't know how to say something, no problem. Use simple words. Use words you already know. If you want to say something is delicious, but don't remember that word, just say very good. The goal is not to sound perfect. The goal is to express yourself. And the more you speak, the more your brain will find the right words. Every day you speak alone, your fluency gets stronger. Now let's go deeper. What do you think about during your day? Maybe you're worried about something. Maybe you're excited. Maybe you're dreaming about your future. Talk about that in English. Your thoughts are full of emotion, and emotions help you remember better. Say things like, I feel tired. I miss my friend. I want to be better. I'm proud of myself today. When you talk to yourself in English like this, you're not just practicing vocabulary. You are building emotional connection to the language. And that makes learning faster, deeper, and more natural. Let me share a story with you. A learner named Amal from Jordan wrote to me last year. She said she had no one to talk to in English, but she wanted to become fluent. She started speaking to herself every morning, just 2 minutes at first. Simple things like I wake up. I feel sleepy. I brush my teeth every day. She added one new sentence. She described her breakfast. She talked to her mirror. She practiced ordering food in her room. And guess what? After 3 months, she sent me a video speaking full paragraphs in English with confidence and clarity, alone from home. She didn't wait. She spoke, and now she speaks beautifully. You can do this too. But here's what you must understand. You have to be brave enough to sound silly. You have to accept that mistakes are not bad. Mistakes are steps. When you speak to yourself, no one is watching. No one is laughing. You are safe. You are free. You can try again. You can repeat. You can pause. You can learn. This is your playground. This is where your fluency grows. Speak, even if your voice is small. Speak, even if it's not smooth. Just speak. Now I want to give you a little exercise tonight. When you go to bed, turn off the lights, lie down, close your eyes, and speak 5 sentences to yourself in English. Just 5 about your day. For example, today was busy. I drank tea. I studied for 1 hour. I watched a video. I feel happy. Do this every night. Just 5 sentences and in 1 month. You'll be amazed at how much more comfortable English feels in your mouth. And in the morning, when you wake up, say good morning to yourself in English. Say your plan. Say your thoughts. Don't pick up your phone first. Pick up your voice. Tell yourself, I will speak English today. I will learn. I will grow. This small habit can change everything. Why? Because when you start your day in English, your brain stays in English, and the more your brain lives in English, the faster fluency arrives. Here's one last tip for this chapter. Try the speaking game. Look at any object around you and say 3 things about it. For example, a pen. It is blue. It writes smoothly. I use it every day. Then move to the next object, a cup. It is round. I drink coffee from it. It is white. Do this every day. 10 objects, 3 sentences each. You'll build vocabulary, structure, and confidence all by yourself. So, my friend, I want to leave you with this truth. You are never truly alone in your English journey. You have your mind, your voice, your heart, and that's enough to begin. Speaking alone is not a weakness. It's a strength. It's a secret weapon that most learners ignore. But not you. You're here, you're listening, and you're ready. I believe in you. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself. In the next chapter, I'll show you how to turn your room into your own English-speaking world. We'll add more tools, more fun, and more powerful techniques like shadowing, play, mirror talk, and voice recording. So don't go anywhere because your fluency journey has just begun. Chapter 2. My room became my classroom. When I first started speaking English alone, it felt strange. My voice sounded different. My tongue didn't move easily. I made so many mistakes, but I kept going. I made a promise to myself. If I don't have a classroom, I will make my room my classroom. I didn't have a teacher, but I had a mirror. I didn't have classmates, but I had books, videos, and my own thoughts. I didn't wait for permission. I made my own learning world, and it worked. That's what I want to help you do today. Build your own English space, your own learning system, right where you are, because your room is not too small. It's just waiting to become something powerful. And I'm going to show you how. Let's start with something simple. What do you see in your room right now? Maybe a desk, a bed, a chair, a window. These are not just objects. These are your new learning tools. Take some sticky notes or small papers. Write English names on them. Put them on the objects. Your lamp becomes a lamp. Your notebook becomes my English journal. Your mirror becomes my English teacher. Now, every time you see these things, your brain starts to think in English. You're creating a visual world filled with English. It's a small trick, but a powerful one. Because you are building habits with your eyes, not just your ears. Now let's add movement. Don't just look, speak. When you enter your room, say out loud, I am entering my English zone. When you sit at your desk, say this is where I grow. When you drink water, say I'm keeping my brain fresh. These little sentences, spoken again and again, become your rhythm. Your voice becomes your practice. Your practice becomes your confidence. Then comes one of the most powerful tools I've ever used. Shadowing. Shadowing is when you listen to English, maybe from a video, a podcast, a dialogue, and you repeat it immediately after the speaker, like a shadow. You don't pause. You don't wait. You just copy the sounds, the rhythm, the energy. It's like dancing with your voice, and it works like magic. At first you might feel silly, you might miss some words, but that's okay because you are training your mouth. You're not just listening, you're speaking, copying, building real fluency. Listen carefully, then play again and speak with the speaker. Try to say the same thing with the same voice, the same speed. It's not about perfection, it's about practice. Every day, 10 to 15 minutes of shadowing will change your fluency faster than you think. Your room becomes your practice studio. Your voice becomes stronger. Your brain starts learning naturally, like a child. Now let's talk about the most honest teacher in your room. Your mirror. Yes, the mirror. When you speak to yourself in the mirror, something powerful happens. You see your face. You see your emotions. You connect with your words. It feels like a real conversation. Stand in front of your mirror and say good morning. I am learning English. I am proud of myself. I believe I can speak well. These words are not just practice. They are fuel. They give you energy. They give you belief. You start to own the language. You stop feeling like a student. You start feeling like a speaker. Try this mirror talk challenge. Every morning, look into the mirror and say 3 things. What you feel, what you will do today, and one thing you love. Example, I feel excited. Today I will study for 10 minutes. I love learning new words. That's it. Simple, real, powerful. When you speak to yourself with love and courage, the fear goes away. And remember, you don't have to be fluent to begin. You begin and fluency follows. Now let's add a new tool, voice recording. This changed everything for me when I started recording myself. I discovered something strange. I didn't sound as bad as I thought. Yes, I made mistakes. Yes, my accent was different, but I could hear my progress, and that motivated me more than anything. Try this. Take your phone. Open a voice recording app. Talk about your day for 1 minute. Just speak freely. Today I woke up late. I made tea. I watched a video in English. Don't worry about grammar. Just speak. Then listen to yourself. Don't judge. Just listen. What did you say clearly? What words were hard? What do you want to try again? Now record again the same topic, but this time with more confidence. Do this every day. You will hear yourself grow, and when you hear your own progress, your motivation becomes unstoppable. And here's something special. Pretend you are making a podcast. Talk as if someone is listening. Give advice. Share a story. Say hello. My name is Amina. I want to share my English journey. I started 1 month ago. I practice every day. I make mistakes, but I don't give up. Imagine your voice reaching someone who needs it. Suddenly, you're not just practicing English. You are becoming a voice of inspiration. Now let's play role play to be exact. Pretend you are in different situations and speak out loud. You are in a restaurant. Say hello. I would like a chicken sandwich, please. You are at the airport. Where is gate number 12? You are meeting a friend. Hi, it's been so long. How are you? You are giving a presentation. Good evening, everyone. Today I will talk about my favorite book. Your room becomes a hotel, a coffee shop, a classroom. You become all the roles, the customer, the friend, the speaker, and suddenly English becomes your world. And don't stop there. Create a daily routine that mixes all these techniques. Start your day with mirror talk. Spend 5 minutes shadowing. Record 1 paragraph about your day. Role play a conversation. Then label 1 new object in your room with an English word. In just 15 to 20 minutes a day, you are building fluency not by magic, but by action. Quiet, strong, private action that leads to public confidence. Let me tell you about Tariq. He was one of my first online students. Very shy, didn't want to join group classes. He thought his English was bad, but he promised to speak alone for 30 days. Mirror talk, voice recording, shadowing, and object labeling. Every day, 15 minutes. No pressure, just practice. After 30 days, he sent me a video. He was smiling. He said, "Hello, sir. Now I can speak without fear. I talk to myself every day. I enjoy it. I don't feel shy anymore." And that, my friend, is the power of solo speaking. It builds not just fluency, but freedom. And yes, you can also use apps. They are partners. Tell it to check your grammar. Use ELSA to work on your pronunciation. Ask Google to tell you the weather, then answer it in English. It's sunny today. I'll go for a walk. These small actions train your brain to live in English. And that's what fluency is. Not remembering rules, but living the language. So now take a moment and look around your room. See the door? That's not just a door. That's the entrance to your fluency. That lamp, it's your spotlight. That chair, it's your classroom seat and your voice. It's your teacher, your friend, your courage. Speak to your room like it's listening, because it is. It's holding your dream of speaking English well, and every word you say makes that dream louder, clearer, stronger. Let me end this chapter with one powerful truth. You don't need a perfect place to learn. You need a decision. A decision to use what you have. A decision to stop waiting. A decision to speak right here, right now. Your room may be quiet, but it's full of potential. And your voice may be small, but it's full of power. And your journey may be long, but it starts today. You've made your room, your classroom, you've made your voice, your guide, and now it's time to grow. So speak boldly. Practice daily. Love the process and never forget. English is not just something you study, it's something you live. Even when you're alone, you don't need a classroom. You don't need a partner. You just need to start speaking alone, freely, and with love. If this video helped you, don't forget to click like, leave a comment telling me how you practice alone, and subscribe to my channel. How to learn English for more videos. Stories and speaking tips that will turn your voice into your superpower. Your journey has already begun. Now speak like you believe it.